Okay, I got a lot of revelation and confirmation from the Lord today, and He is so good, and so I'm just going to get straight into it. The other day, in the 4 o'clock hour, I got in the presence of the Lord, and I didn't say anything, but inside of my head, I said, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening, and if you know, you know." And at 4:44, I felt led to look in Isaiah. It was 4:44 on the clock, and I felt led to look in Isaiah. Now, I thought God was leading me to first look at Isaiah 44:4, and He was, but before He had me read that, He first had me look at Isaiah 43:4, and it says, "Since you were precious in my sight, you have been honored, and I have loved you. Therefore, I will give men for you and people for your life." And so I was like, okay, let me now look at Isaiah 44:4. And after that, after reading 43:44, I read 44:4, and it says, "They will spring up among the grass like willows by the watercourses." So basically, God was telling me that He's sending people my way that are part of my purpose, and they gonna spring up out of nowhere. Okay, people that are destiny helpers. Basically a godly partner or partners, a godly community, if you will. And so after He confirmed that to me, I gave Him thanks, honor, glory, and praise. And literally after that, I got on TikTok to check some notifications and saw a video from another vessel, and she was, giving testimony of something, but then she mentioned how it's important to have godly friends. And that was the first confirmation. Well, kind of the second confirmation. But that's not it. Fast forward to today. We went out to pick up our groceries, and it was heavy on my spirit. God was telling me that I was going to help somebody today, and I didn't know who. I didn't know where. But we were in the parking lot of Kroger, and at the parking lot of Kroger, there was this man, and he's always there, this homeless man, and he has his dog with him. And I thought that I was supposed to help him, give him something. But I was nervous to go over to him because of the dog. I was scared of the dog because I've seen interactions where people tried to go up to him and give him money before, and the dog kind of was barking and getting a little aggressive. So I was like, is it that guy that you want me to? So I kind of hesitated. And when we left, I thought we were going to just, drive past him so I can kind of like hand it out the window. But we ended up driving out the other exit. And so I felt discouraged because I feel like, I think I was supposed to help him and I didn't get to. Nevertheless, we left Kroger and we went to Aldi. And I kid you not, when we went to Aldi, there was this other man who kind of like met. I was getting out of the car to go and get the groceries out of Aldi. But he kind of met us in the parking lot. And he was asking if we could give him something to eat. And my auntie said she didn't have cash, but I was like, maybe this is it. So I reached into my wallet and I gave him some money for him to get something to eat. And what's crazy is, it's not crazy, but it's amazing. This man, I hear him say, "I'm a believer." And I just gave him the money, but I didn't think about it until afterward. So I was like, okay, God, you said, you put it in my spirit. You were, making it, clear to me that you were saying I was going to help somebody today. This was the man that I was going to help. Okay, fast forward from that point later on to a little bit earlier. I'm minding my business, and this young lady, she just randomly messages me here on TikTok, and she says God placed it on her heart to bless me, and she asked me for my Cash App. And I'm always weary about that because I never know what people, I never know. But I asked God to confirm to me, if, this is somebody He was sending my way, and He did. And so she literally blessed me on my Cash App with an amount of money. And my mind was so blown because I was like, God, not only are you blessing me right now, but you're confirming to me again that you're telling me that you're getting ready to send people my way to help, destiny helpers, basically. So, God is going to put your name on the hearts and minds of others whom He has chosen and called by name. And you guys are together going to use your gifts according to what God has purposed. And a lot of doors are going to be opening due to this. He's going to use you to help others, and He's going to use others to help you. Okay? In addition to me just now saying that doors are going to be opened, God has been showing me a lot of twos. And so that led me to look at Isaiah 22:22. And God has also been highlighting redemption to me a lot recently. And so Isaiah 43 says, 43, 1 through 2, it says, "But now thus says the Lord, who created you, O Jacob, and He who formed you, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name, you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flame scorch you." So in this time, God is not just sending these destiny helpers, but He's redeeming you. He's redeeming the ones He called by name. He's redeeming His chosen. And God says you are His. And rejoice today. I wrote that down. Rejoice today. And when I wrote this down, the song "Faithful Is Our God" came to mind. And I was listening to that literally yesterday. And that part when it says, "And I rejoice today, for I shall recover it all." So it says rejoice today twice. Okay? So, yeah. Rejoice today.